Your to-do list does not need another motivational speech. It needs a locksmith. Because many of the goals you keep failing are not blocked by laziness. They are blocked by tiny doors you keep asking willpower to kick down. You want to exercise, but the shoes are buried and choosing a workout becomes a research project. You want to write, but the document is beneath 20 tabs, and the first sentence feels like a verdict on your talent. When the right action requires 12 decisions and the wrong action requires 1 tap, your thumb usually wins. Then you call yourself unmotivated. But motivation may not be the missing ingredient. You may be driving with the parking brake on and blaming the engine. Today, we are not going to make you more inspired. We are going to make your life less annoying. Think of one action you genuinely want to repeat. Writing, studying, exercising, applying, saving, creating, or having one important conversation. Keep it in mind. Before this video ends, you will remove one invisible break from it. Here is the sentence I want you to remember. Motivation is weather. Friction is architecture. You cannot control the weather every morning, but you can stop building the front door on the roof. If that sentence just exposed your entire week, mark the video with a like, not as a promise to become a new person, just to help this reach another exhausted person currently negotiating with their running shoes. Imagine someone named Alex. Alex wants to write before work. Every night, the plan sounds beautiful. Wake up at 6, make coffee, write for 30 minutes. Become the kind of person who finishes things. Then morning arrives. The alarm is on the phone. The messages lead to scrolling. The laptop needs charging. The notes are somewhere else. The topic is still unclear. By the time Alex reaches the blank page, the day has already collected a tax. Alex says, "I have no discipline." But notice what happened. Writing was not one behavior. It was a chain of 12 behaviors, each offering an exit. So Alex changes the chain. The phone charges in the kitchen. The laptop is open on the desk. The document is already full screen. At the bottom of the page is one unfinished sentence. Beside it is a note. Continue here, make it bad. The next morning, Alex writes for 12 minutes. No lightning bolt, no transformation montage, no sudden discovery of a powerful inner warrior. The person did not change overnight. The distance between intention and action did. This is why highly motivated people can still be inconsistent, and why ordinary people can become remarkably consistent when the path is designed well. Friction is anything that makes a behavior harder to begin, continue, or repeat, and it usually hides in 3 places. The first is physical friction. The object is far away. The equipment is not ready. The form is difficult to find. The shoes have apparently relocated to Narnia. The second is decision friction. You do not know which workout, idea, application, or first step to choose, or what work on my life means on a tired Tuesday. A task called fix my career is not a task, it's a fog machine. The third is emotional friction. The action is physically easy, but it carries exposure. The message might bring rejection. The bank statement might bring shame. Publishing might reveal an ordinary first version. This kind of friction cannot always be removed, but it can be made smaller, safer, and more specific. Friction is not an excuse, it's a diagnostic. A locked door does not need to be insulted, it needs the correct key. So instead of asking, "Why am I like this?" ask a more useful question. Where exactly does the behavior break? Not where you wish it began, where do you actually stop? 10 seconds before you abandon the action, what happens? Do you reach for your phone? Do you face too many choices? Do you see a blank page? Do you imagine someone judging the result? That moment is the break. Behavior science has a less dramatic message than motivational content. Desire is not acting alone. Ability, prompts, context, and the first step matter too. So here is the friction flip, a 4-part redesign for the action you chose. First, make the next action embarrassingly specific. Do not write, work on the business. Write, open the pricing page and draft 3 package names. Do not write, get healthy. Write, put on walking shoes and walk to the end of the street. Do not write, fix my resume. Write, replace the first 3 lines of the summary. Your mind resists fog because fog has no edge. A specific action has a door handle. Second, reduce the first 20 seconds. Open the document before you stop work. Put the bottle beside the keys. Save the application page. Write the first question before the meeting. Your goal is not to make the whole task effortless. Make entering the task almost automatic. Third, add friction to the escape route. We often make the important action difficult and the distraction frictionless. Reverse that arrangement. Move the phone outside the room. Log out of the app. Block the distracting site. Put the remote in a drawer. Your phone is not a neutral rectangle. It is a casino that knows your fingerprints. You do not need to defeat it in an honorable duel every morning. You are allowed to put it in the kitchen. Fourth, set a floor, not a fantasy. A fantasy says, I will exercise for 1 hour every day. A floor says, I will begin with 5 minutes and continuing is optional. A fantasy says, I will write the chapter. A floor says, I will write 1 deliberately imperfect paragraph. The floor protects consistency on low-energy days. It gives the behavior somewhere to land when motivation is bad weather. And strange as it sounds, making the minimum smaller can make your identity stronger because you begin collecting repetitions instead of promises. If you want to go deeper into this, I've linked 3 books in the description. Tiny Habits by B.J. Fogg is the one I would start with if your actions keep beginning too large. Atomic Habits by James Clear is useful if your environment and systems are chaotic. And Good Habits, Bad Habits by Wendy Wood goes deeper into how context and repetition shape behavior. Do not buy all 3 because a narrator on the internet said 3 book titles with serious background music. Choose the one that matches your actual friction. And if you prefer psychology that gives you something to redesign, not another reason to shout at yourself, subscribe. That's the road we're building here. Now use this before the video becomes another interesting idea you never apply. Take the action you chose at the beginning. Step 1. Describe the first 60 seconds. What must you locate, open, choose, remember, tolerate, or risk before the real action begins? Step 2. Remove 1 obstacle tonight. Not 5. 1. Charge the laptop. Lay out the clothes. Open the page. Write the first sentence. Step 3. Make the competing behavior slightly more irritating. Put the phone 10 steps away. Sign out. Delete the shortcut. Turn off 1 notification. You are not banning pleasure from your life. You are simply asking distraction to pay the same entrance fee as your goals. Step 4. Create an if-then doorway. If I pour my first coffee, then I will open the proposal before checking email. If I arrive home, then I will put on my walking shoes before sitting down. If the meeting reaches project updates, then I will ask my prepared question. Define the smallest version that still counts. 5 minutes, 1 paragraph, 1 application field, 1 difficult sentence. That is your floor. Not every struggle can be solved by moving a charger. Health, safety, financial pressure, and caregiving demands are real. But when an obstacle can be redesigned, self-criticism is an expensive substitute for design. So here is your experiment. Remove one friction point before you sleep. Then comment only the thing you removed. Phone, tabs, clothes, choices, perfection. One word is enough. Tomorrow, do not ask, "Do I feel motivated?" Ask, "Is the road clear enough for one step?" Because your future may not need a more inspired version of you. It may need a shorter distance between deciding and beginning. Motivation is weather. Build for bad weather. Your mind was never broken. It may simply have been living inside a system that demanded heroic effort for ordinary action. Remove one break, clear one doorway, make one useful action easier to begin. And send this video to the person who keeps calling themselves lazy while living inside an obstacle course. Roads are not only found, sometimes they are cleared.